In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. We love the things we love for what they are. These woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. No tears in the writer, no tears in the reader, no surprise in the writer, no surprise in the reader. A poem begins as a lump in the throat, a sense of wrong, a homesickness, a lovesickness. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. Forgive, O Lord, my little jokes on thee, and I'll forgive thy great big one on me. If we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane. Freedom lies in being bold. The best way out is always through. Poetry is what gets lost in translation. Half the world is composed of people who have something to say and can't, and the other half who have nothing to say and keep on saying it. 2 roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I am not a teacher, but an awakener. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides the leaf, so Eden sank to grief, so dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay. Happiness makes up in height for what it lacks in length. The rain to the wind said, "You push and I'll pelt." They so smote the garden bed that the flowers actually knelt and lay lodged. Though not dead, I know how the flowers felt. Home is a place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. They cannot scare me with their empty spaces between stars, on stars, where no human race is. I have it in me so much nearer home to scare myself with my own desert places. Forgive me my nonsense as I also forgive the nonsense of those who think they talk sense. I'm not confused, I'm just well mixed. A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman's birthday, but never remembers her age. To be a poet is a condition, not a profession. There are 2 kinds of teachers. The kind that fill you with so much quail shot that you can't move, and the kind that just gives you a little prod behind and you jump to the skies. I hold it to be the inalienable right of anybody to go to hell in his own way. The afternoon knows what the morning never suspected. The heart can think of no devotion greater than being shored to the ocean, holding the curve of one position, counting an endless repetition. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought, and the thought has found words. How many things have to happen to you before something occurs to you? There is one thing more exasperating than a wife who can cook and won't, and that's a wife who can cook and will. We ran as if to meet the moon. I have been one acquainted with the night. I have walked out in the rain and back in rain. I have outwalked the furthest city light. I have looked down the saddest city lane. I have passed by the watchman on his beat and dropped my eyes unwilling to explain. A mother takes 20 years to make a man of her boy, and another woman makes a fool of him in 20 minutes. How many things would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? We dance round in a ring and suppose, but what the secret sits in the middle and knows. The reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. I'd like to get away from Earth a while, and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me, and half grant what I wish and snatch me away. Not to return, Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. Something we were withholding made us weak until we found it was ourselves. A jury consists of 12 persons chosen to decide who has the better lawyer. The world is full of willing people, some willing to work, the rest willing to let them. Thinking is not to agree or disagree. That's voting. A poem begins with a lump in the throat, a homesickness or a lovesickness. It is a reaching out toward expression, an effort to find fulfillment. A complete poem is one where an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning and does not stop until you get into the office. And were an epitaph to be my story, I'd have a short one ready for my own. I would have written of me on my stone. I had a lover's quarrel with the world. Before I built a wall, I'd asked to know what I was walling in or walling out. The middle of the road is where the white line is, and that's the worst place to drive.